Today I'm showing you Alan Walker Sing Me to Sleep. So let's go. Go into your keyboard and set your tempo to 88 beats per minute. Click on the plus and add about 35 sections. And then you want to choose Classic Grand. You want to click here, add some more reverb, remove the treble and add a tiny bit of echo. And you want to have just a little bit lower volume and then go into edit mode. Put out something, go out, zoom in and drag it out to 5 and go in again. And put out these notes below C4. Like this. And you want to loop this and add a new keyboard, and you want to choose pads and warming waves and have these like this. And then click here and drag the reverb to the middle. And you also want to have the volume in the middle and then go into the edit mode. Put out something, go out, drag it out to 5 and go in again. And now lay these chords below C3. Like this. And loop this. And add another keyboard. You want to choose Other and Strings Staccato. You want to click here and add full reverb. And also a little bit of echo. And you want to have just a little bit lower volume. And then go into the edit mode. And just put out one note. An E over C2. Like this. But you want to drag it out to 3 and then loop it. And you want to go into the track view. You want to remove these 3 to 9. But you want to copy the warming waves. Put it at 9 and go into the edit mode. You want to drag the last chord to half its size, and then you want to copy this, put it at 12, but you want to change this note like this. And you also want to add a keyboard at 9. You want to choose bass and hip hop sub bass. And you want to have the last two like this. And you want to have the volume in the middle. And you want to go into the edit mode. Just put out something. Go out. Zoom in and drag it out to 13 and go in again. And now lay these bass notes over C0. And now you can switch this back, mark these, copy them, paste them, and again, and these ones at 11 you want to drag up, and paste again, and drag up to here, just like this. And loop this. And you want to add a new keyboard at 9. You want to choose leads, next page, and supergroup lead. And you want to have these 4 like this. And then you want to click here, add some reverb, and full treble. And you want to have the volume in the middle. Go into edit mode, put out a note, go out, drag it out to 13 and go in again. And lay these chords around C4. And now you can switch this back, mark these, copy them, put them after, and again, and then continue like this. And then you want to switch this back, mark all these, copy them, and paste. But the second row from the top, from 11 to 13, you want to move up one note. And from 12 to 13, you want to change this row and move it up 2 notes. So now it should sound like this. And to make it sound like in the song, you have to go into settings, click on quantization, choose swing, and the last one, heavy swing. And now it will sound like this instead. And you want to loop this, and add a new keyboard, and you want to have leads again, and warp lead. And have these like this. And then you want to click here, add full reverb, and a little bit of treble. And you want to have a little bit lower volume on this one, and go into edit mode. And put out an E over C5. Like this. But you want to drag it out to 13. And then loop it. And you want to add a new keyboard at 9. You want to choose Other and Flute. Click here, add full reverb, and a little bit of treble. And you want to have a little bit lower volume, and go into edit mode. Drag it out to 13 and go in again. And put out these flute notes. Like this. And loop this. And now you want to go into the track view. And at 13 you want to add a drum. And you want to choose house drum machine. You want to have the highest volume and go into edit mode. And put out the highest kick 4 times. And loop this. And then you want to go into the track view. And you want to remove all these instruments to 16. And at 17 you want to go into your piano, in the edit mode, put out something, go out, and you want to drag it out to 25 and go in again. And now lay these chords. And switch this back, mark all these, copy them to 19, but you want to remove this chord and copy this chord instead. And then you want to copy all these to 21, and here at 24 you want to add this chord between these two, like this, and also add this note. And also 2 notes at 20. Like this. So altogether it will hopefully sound like this. And at 17 on your bass, you want to go into the edit mode and put out something, go out, and drag it out to 21 and go in again. And lay these bass notes over C0. Put out 4 notes and switch this back, mark them and copy them. And then paste them and drag them to different notes. And then mark all these, copy them to 19, but drag up the last 4 to this note. And loop this. And you also want to go into this keyboard with the chords in the edit mode, put out something, go out, drag it out to 21 as well, and go in again. And lay these chords below C5. And switch these back, mark all these, and copy them, and paste them, but you want to change some rows. And mark these, copy them, paste them, and you only want to change this row to here. And then you want to mark all these, copy them, paste them at 19, but you want to remove everything at 20, and add some new notes. Like this. And again you want to go into settings, choose quantization, swing, and the last one. And then it will sound like this instead. And you want to loop this. And you also want to add a kick at 17. Drag it out to 21. And add a new keyboard at 17. You want to choose leads and light cycle. And turn off this one. And you want to drag the highest 2 like this. And then click here. Drag the reverb to the middle. You want to have a little bit higher volume. And go into the edit mode. Put out something. Go out. Drag it out to 21 and go in again. And now add these notes below C6. And make the note as small as possible. Like this. Because then it will sound different. And continue. Like this. And loop this. And at 21 you want to add a drum, and you want to choose pile driver, and you want to drag the drive somewhere around the top, and then click here and add just a tiny bit of treble, and then go into the edit mode, put out something, go out, drag it out to 25 and go in again, and put out a snare drop like this. And zoom in on this one, make it half size, and add another one, and then make it regular size. Like this. And at 24, you want to add a new drum, and you want to choose retro rock. Click here and add a lot of treble and just a tiny bit of reverb. And you want to have a little bit higher volume on this one, and go into the edit mode. And lay this kind of drum solo. Like this. And go into the track view, and you want to remove these two to between 24 and 25. And the light cycle, you want to remove to 24. And at 25, the chorus starts, and you want to add your kick, and just drag it out, and you want to go into the edit mode on your drum with a snare, and add 2 snares, like this. And loop this. And also go into the edit mode on the drum solo. And at 25, you want to add 2 hi-hats. Like this. And loop this. And then you want to add a keyboard. You want to have leads and choose hyperdance. And have these like this. You want to have just a little bit higher volume on this one, and go into edit mode, put out something, go out, zoom in and drag it out to 27, and go in again. And lay these bass notes over C1. Like this. And loop this. And add a new keyboard. You want to choose classics and rich oscillators. And have the attack like this. You want to add just a little bit of reverb. And you want to have the volume in the middle. And go into edit mode. If you want to, you can put out something between 25 and 26, like this, and then you will get 2 sections in one clip. And then you want to lay these chords around C4. Like this. And loop this. And add a new keyboard. You want to choose leads, next page, and raw lead. And you want to have these like this. And then click here. Add a little bit of echo, a lot of reverb, and a little bit of treble. And go into edit mode. Put out something. Go out. Drag it out to 27 and go in again. And lay this melody. And actually you want to drag it out to 29. Go in again, mark all these, copy them, put them at 27, but you want to change them a little bit. So the end will sound like this, from 28. And you want to loop this. You want to remove your drums to between 32 and 33. And add a new keyboard. You want to have leads and super sync lead. And you want to have these like this. And then click here, add a little bit of echo, and drag the reverb to the middle. And go into the track view. On the highest melody, you want to have just a little bit lower volume. And on this one, you want to have the volume in the middle. And then you want to copy the melody and put it here. And remove all your instruments except from the drums to 33. And you also want to add a loop. You want to choose instruments and tambourine and choose tambourine 4 and drag it out. And you want to remove it like your drums, between 32 and 33. But you want to have a lower volume on this one. And also click here and add some treble. And this is how it sounds like with melody. And that's about it, so thanks for watching, make sure to like and subscribe, and good luck with your song. Today I'm showing you DJ Snake feat Justin Bieber, Let Me Love You.